Hey guys, and welcome to the gameplay video for the Alesh aggressive Shaman deck. I used to be sort of just a style where I would talk about the deck, show it and play it, but now I've done something different in which I basically have done sort of a proper coverage and a proper look at the deck and how it works in a very well edited way in which I sort of show my opinion and credit those who need the crediting. So I was really happy with that video. I really appreciate the feedback and the response that I got to that. If you've not seen that video, I really recommend you go watch it before you watch the gameplay video. It'll be linked on screen right now. You can click that, or you can just go in the description at any point and click that and watch that. You can watch it after or before or whatever. But yeah, this is the gameplay video, so we're going to hop in. This is the deck list, and yeah, hopefully you'll have a quick look at that other video to see how it's sort of played and the explanation of it and all the cards in it, basically. So huge shout out to Alesh for making the deck, and huge shout out to me for providing this tea for myself to drink. Go me. Alright, so right now we're like, I think that's rank 8, is it? Yeah, rank 8, 2 stars in. I played this deck earlier today just to get a feel for it. Again, you know, I played it a couple times, but played it earlier today, basically, and I went 2-3, and it was damn close on the third game. So we got a Warlock here, so we want to mulligan as fast as possible for our early drops. These are not our early drops. Now, it is questionable. Do you want to keep an Earth Shock? Well, the answer to that is, if he's handlock, hell yes. If he's not, then no. So, I think we're going to play it safe if he's handlock. We can see that he's played a lot of Warlock based on him being a golden Warlock, so hopefully he's a good player. Nowhere to Run, interesting name. So, fortunately we did mulligan into the Undertaker. We got the Loot Hoarder, which is one of our many Death Rattle cards in the deck, so we can actually sort of combo those well together. This will be a 2-3, this will be a 2-1, and it's pretty good against Zoo. So, is the question, is he Zoo? I don't know. He coined out a Dark Bomb to make sure that he got rid of that, which is understandable, but a bit of a waste of the coin. Now I'm going to go ahead and just play the Knife Juggler and follow it up with, I don't know, Loot Hoarder and the Earth Shock maybe, or the Rock Biter, and this gives me a really nice board here. Obviously we're not sure whether he's Zoo or handlock right now, but that definitely makes me look like, you know, maybe Zoo. Either way, let's move on. Do I want to Totem, or do I mean, I can Earth Shock that. Okay, here's the thing. Do we Earth Shock, do we not? It depends on this Knife Juggler. The answer, of course, is yes, we Earth Shock that, finishing it off and making it so it doesn't respawn with anything, which is really nice board. We have these two cards in hand, we can totem over and over. This feels pretty great. We have really good removal in the hand, an okay board with some card draw. Finally, he plays something, and he is in fact Zoolock, strangely enough. So he taps second, always a mistake. You should always tap first if you think you're going to tap. This is a great card because I can just go ahead and play it. And does it come down to attacking here and then like that? I think I should attack here. Sure, I miss 1 damage, but the thing is, I don't miss 1 damage. It keeps this alive, and it means I get to ping him in the face twice. Hopefully we get a Healing Tome or a Taunt Totem. It is the Taunt Totem, that's fine. And once again, we have a really nice board. We only have 2 cards in hand with some potential card draw. And at this stage, you're kind of looking for Jeeves. So, really nice deck, really fast-paced. We did that good sort of trade there, so that would have taken 4 damage. So we got a really nice trade there. Oof, quite a nasty board, 2 and 2. Okay, so how are we going to deal with this, pretty much, is the question. So I guess we totem first, since we want to have a quick look what we're going to get. It is the 1 damage, which is pretty great. I'd say we want to trade once. 2 of them have to go in here, which leaves only 1, which could then trade into either of these. I'd say actually trading is going to be a bad idea. We'll just play this because it can trade well, and we just go face. We lower him as much as possible, and we have this combo here for when we eventually draw Doomhammer. If we were to draw Doomhammer next turn, we'd be able to swing into his face for 10 damage and probably finish him with what we've got on the board. Kind of insane. So what's he going to do with these imps? And 5 mana. Another Implosion. Gets 3 imps there. He actually did get the maximum amount of imps that he could possibly get off the first Implosion. Not really seeing this card being played too much, but I can see why it's viable and relatively good, yeah. Alright, so what are we going to top deck after this Feral Spirits? Feral Spirits is pretty good, slows this down. This is quite an annoying board, so it's going to be really nice to get these Feral Spirits out there, plus probably toteming. Really reluctant to use this Rock Biter, being that I do in fact have, you know, the Doomhammer, but I am thinking about it to get rid of this. because it's going to be, you know, causing problems. Okay, let's have a quick look then. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could actually just trade here, which would be quite nice, and just totem. And I think I will. Let's see what totem we get. Hopefully taunt totem. It was spell power. Bit of a shame. That's fine. And then we get some more ones to trade or just finish him off. We're pretty much quite close to our kill condition if we get the Doomhammer. That's why I'm really reluctant to use this Rockbiter right now. He does have 5 damage on the board and everything, but it's hard for him to get through this. That's pretty good for what he needs, but we have a few kill conditions, essentially, that we can top deck at any point, which will bring us nicely back into this game. Alright, so he can trade pretty well here, leaving him with another 2 damage, which is probably going to finish off my death. My Undertaker. No! Oh my god, he took out the spell power totem. Okay, so surely he's got some removal for the Undertaker. He should be, like, afraid of it. No. And there you have it. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. It is not a kill, obviously, but it's quite close. Alright, so Flame Tongue. So will give me 2 damage to adjacent minions, so this will be a free 1, and this will be a free 2. So what can we do with that? Well, we can send that there, which would then buff this up, which can then trade there, and then that can trade with that, and that sort of gives me a board control, and I get to totem again, so that sounds quite nice to me. Oh, healing totem, perfect. This means that I really should trade. Cool. So we trade here, naturally, and we trade here. Do we trade there though? That's the thing, because that's going to leave nothing on the left. I could just Rockbiter it, and although that kind of gets rid of my kill condition if I draw Doomhammer, and I'd be really upset with that, that would be really nice, especially if I ended up drawing one of my 2 Jeeves. It gives me a really nice board, it gives me an advantage for sure. Yeah, I'm going to be smart about this. I should definitely try to keep my minions on the board and give as much value to this this Flame Tongue, making sure that it's actually next to something as long as possible. With the Healing Totem, trading's really great for me because it keeps everything alive, obviously, and the only other thing I would have wanted is, once again, the Taunt Totem. This game is going how it usually goes, to be honest, quite strong. Whenever you play a 1-attack minion, buff it up. Wow, a Hobgoblin. First time I've actually seen it in play. Nice animation, I like it. Oh my god. Really cool deck. I really like the idea behind it. Cool style. So let's top deck Jeeves, I don't know. Oh, Earthshock. Quite nice. So we definitely want to hex something. It could be this. It could be Earthshock on that. And then probably start going face, I guess. So we have to do this correctly, pretty much. So we're going to totem, that's for sure, that's a given. Hopefully it's a spell power. It wasn't, that would have meant that I would have killed this guy with the 2 damage from this. Kind of a disappointment. I say we just put him low, alright, and then we sort of deal with his threats. So this is going to be more of a problem because he's going to keep buffing stuff up, and then we just silence that, which is going to be quite nice, and make it a 1-1, which is completely fine with me, and it no longer gets buffed up from other death rattles. So we've got him quite low, we've obviously given him a taunt, and he is able to stop my damage for the next few turns, but that's fine, you know, we can probably draw Crackles, Lightning Bolts, Jeeves, you know. Jeeves is probably the best thing to get right now. We have 2 of them in the deck, and this is how it's played, man. You empty your hand, you win the game in terms of board control and damage, and then it's down to a nice top deck to finish you off, which is usually Jeeves to sort of force you to constantly get the free cards every time. So he gets rid of the Taunt Totem for me. The Taunt Totem. He gets rid of the Frog for me by using the Power Overwhelming. But of course, he has cleaned me out of damage nonetheless. Ooh, Doomguard. Good top deck. Congratulations. Now, will I top deck something that helps me here? This feels really strong, apart from the fact that he has, you know, these things. And pretty much just have to wait until I eventually draw Jeeves. You really want Jeeves around turn 5, I guess, and we're already like almost double that in terms of turns, so it has been painful that I've not drawn a Jeeves this far into the game. But being that we're still with many finishing moves, you know, Doomhammer and the such, we can still bring this game back. I believe we used both Flame Tongues, right? Okay, so it's cleaning me out again, which is completely understandable. Will we draw Jeeves? Nope, we just slow him down once again and keep sort of praying that we eventually top deck one of our Jeeves or a finisher. The only finisher I could get would be a Spell Power Totem and Crackle, and I need to be very lucky right now, so it's definitely looking to be a Jeeves top deck, hopefully. But honestly, this feels Like he got really fucking good call with that Hobgoblin. I've never seen it in play before, but it worked really well. I was quite impressed by it. But the game has been really fast-paced, and I've enjoyed it, so there's at least one thing to take from it, eh? Alright, will we top deck the thing we need? He's deciding whether he wants to trade or not. Wow, okay. Well, I can understand he's putting me in lethal range, which is completely fine, but this means I can take that out. And I get the other Flame Tongue Totem, so Taunt Totem probably wouldn't save me. It's not. It's Spell Power, and that's game, I believe. Yep, so that's the first game. Sadly, I just didn't sort of draw the Jeeves at any point in the game. It's kind of crucial. That's specifically why you run 2 of them, and we'll see if I get any luckier in the next game. But Zoo wins the day this time, based on him having quite nice top decks, and me having really shit draws for like several turns in a row. Alright, so what you want to be looking for is your 1s and 2 drops, obviously, and spell power, your removal stuff. So, with a Hunter, I suppose an Earthshock's quite good. Everything else I would probably mulligan away from. Leponome is an amazing starting draw. Swampoos against a Hunter is great. 2 of them, however, not 100% sure on this one. I think I probably want to play it right away, so I probably actually keep one, and Dancing Swords is a great follow-up card, so actually this is a really nice curve, because I could, you know, go ahead and Leponome, or I could coin and do this and this. It really depends on what he opts to do early in this game. So based solely on that he has a 2-1 that's scary, we just play a Leponome, and we can trade really well, you know. This trades, and I do 2 damage to him. Sure, he gets the spare part, but it's completely manageable, and I can deal with it. And if he finally weapons up, I can crush his dreams. So I think a great idea would just be to play the Ooze, unless something else pops up, and just really get ahead in this game. Or I could Dancing Swords, but then on turn 3 I'm a bit screwed, so I would say no. So actually we get to save our Ooze. Sure, it's more damage for trading, but this has so much more survivability. We do have a hard removal, or strong removal rather, for anything that he could play, so that'll be our way to deal with that. So we have the Web Spin, which is really great trading for me here. Oh, we got 2 of them. Still good trading. And the Reversing Switch. That's a shame, but it's still good trading because I can deal with 1, get 2 1-1s, and then deal with it again. Yeah, perfect, pretty much. Perfect. I think I might actually not trade and just play this because, you know, what's he going to do? He is forced to trade anyway himself here. He's going to lose these Web Spinners. These are going to survive unless he does something like, I don't know, Kill Command or, you know, Hunter's Mark, and he really doesn't want to use either of those things on a 2-free, does he? And this allows me to sort of keep this around a little bit longer. That spare part being quite useful for him, but I managed to play around it with the Feral Spirits, which was a really nice top deck for me. Alright, Eaglehorn Bow, that is completely fine. A really good sort of move here for him to specifically get rid of a Spirit Wolf. The problem for him, of course, is I do have these. There's the Jeeves. There he is. We didn't see him last game, but he's here now to save the day. And once again, I'm just going to go face and ignore the fact that he has these 2 Web Spinners. They are forced to trade, and trade poorly, into this without some other card, which then means they're 2 for 1-ing. You know, he's spending 2 cards to deal with this. There we go. That is the 3 of these into that, and then these Web Spinners finally get to do something. Alright, so he's going with the Web Spinners first, which is probably the better option just to see what beast he gets. So hopefully he doesn't get King Crush. Please no King Crush. Or that new one. And I don't think we're going to find out with the mana curve that he has right now. And then we're back to just having a Haunted Creeper in play. Alright, that's fine. He's doing work. He's doing work. Freezing Trap or Explosive Trap? Explosive Trap will be bad. Freezing Trap would be bad. So I guess we just find out, eh? It is Freezing Trap, completely fine. I got so much value out of this, and then I just get it back again. Sure, it's expensive, and I'm definitely not going to play it for a little while, but it was still great. It still did a very, very good job. So we just play our hand, and we have this Jeeves, so it's time to just pretty much empty our hand and do what we can. We're holding onto this coin if we need it, but I'm not sure we'll see much play with it, to be honest, other than to empty our hand. Might be useful, though. But I just love the pace of these games, man. They just go so quick. It's very enjoyable. Alright. Got some really nice trading here. I could crackle this. I'll just hang on to see what this is. Rock Biter. Rock Biter. That could be better. Yeah, it doesn't overload me. It's just I kind of want to save it, you know? That's okay. We'll see. We'll see. Let's have a look. Don't mind trading health at this point. That's a fine trade. The issue, of course, is it an explosive trap or freezing trap? It's a freezing trap. Very unfortunate for me that he ended up getting a freezing trap there. But that's okay. Once again, I can just fill the board. It's just annoying. But hey, the curve works well with the Haunted Creeper that's a little bit more expensive. And the Leper Gnome. So sure, I can't trade too well, but that's just the way it goes. And he didn't use those to buff up a weapon, so that's fine. And I can destroy his next weapon. But that is both freezing traps down, so we know that he's only got, what is it, the explosive traps, pretty much. If he's running one or two, we've yet to find out. That's pretty crazy. He got a Lost Tall Strider, one of the new beasts from GVG. Pretty shit card, to be honest. A 4 mana, 5/4 with nothing else. Pretty weak, but still does the job. Alright, so this is quite nice. Quite good top deck here. This is somewhat perfect, actually, for dealing with this. But I'd like to keep him alive. I'd like to crackle that, and then trade there. It's just a bit scary. What if the crackle doesn't work? Well, I suppose this will hopefully be a spell power totem. It was! Okay, the crackle's 100% going to work. I suppose it really doesn't matter which way I do this in any light. So, let's just do it. We've got a 4. Wow, minimum. Thank God we got that spell power totem. And then a nice trade here, and a wonderful board. He's running out of cards, so I'm reluctant to play my Gs, but that doesn't necessarily mean I won't just empty my hand and do it anyway, because I really want cards. And I don't mind if he has them. Alright, Animal Companion is pretty good. Pretty much the best one that he could have got in this situation. Worst one, Leok, I think, because if he got the boar, he would have been able to instantly kill the Flameton Totem without really needing to lose anything, which would have been great for him. There's the next Rockbiter weapon. Quite good timing there. Let's see. I think it's time for us to stop trading, pretty much. I think we Rockbiter this to sort of finish this off. A little bit wasted damage, but it does the job. And we just go ahead and play some strong minions. We'll play it on the left here, because when we totem, it'll go on the right. And I think I want to actually totem now, just to empty my hand a bit more for the Jeeves. And we got the Taunt Totem. Very fucking lucky. Very lucky. I'm not going to give him more damage to actually be able to deal with the Taunt Totem either by trading. Let's just lower him, get closer to that kill condition. We have the Jeeves this time, and you'll see a big difference in my play and how strong the deck feels in general when it comes to having Jeeves and being able to just draw all the cards that I want all day, every day. Alright, how much damage do we actually have on the board? It is a grand total of 7, 9, and that's it. Okay, well, I suppose we just lower him and totem. I mean, we can't even totem. We've got a full board here. This is very nice. He has to get through a lot of taunts. He is, in fact, on 4 health, and I can top deck a goddamn lot of cards that can just finish him off. So there you go, a better showing of the deck in general here. You can see that it's very fast-paced, it's very fun, it's not that complex, it doesn't cost that much dust as we discussed, and there's so much fun synergy and top decking that can be done that it provides sort of fun, you know, RNG based games. And although RNG is a bit scary sometimes and sometimes can be annoying, you know, RNG can be really, really fun and make for an exciting game. Alright, now for the Mage. This is an important mulligan for me. I have the Undertaker, I have the Loot Hoarder. The issue with the Loot Hoarder is he can just ping kill it, but it will buff the Undertaker. The Knife Juggler is going to be a bit slow. We're looking for our mana removal stuff. Really not what we were looking for, but I suppose it's better than a Knife Juggler when it dies. So, yeah, that's 2 of them. We're really looking for death rattles here. Wow, 2 golden heroes. In fact, was the Hunter golden as well? I have a feeling that he was. That would have been 3 golden heroes in a row. That would be hilarious. Oh man, I wish I had a golden hero. I swap around so much. I love to just, like, try new decks constantly. So, it leaves me... it leaves me a bit empty-handed when it comes to having a golden hero. You know, playing ranked as 1 hero over and over and over. I think it's cool that people can enjoy that, and you know, it's not like I don't respect that. You know, they're dedicated to a class or whatever. But I don't know, man. I just get bored of playing the same deck. I like to swap around. I'm looking forward to trying. Probably the next one that I'll do is the new Handlock with Mal'Ganis in it, with Lord Jaraxxus. Any deck that actually manages to run Lord Jaraxxus and be legit, I like that deck. You know, so I'm really happy that he's viable. And yeah, it's really great to see them being played, you know, these cards, Mal'Ganis and whatnot. Really fucking cool. I think I'm going to go ahead and ooze here. This is just going to die, so I suppose we'll just ooze. Definitely want to empty our hand, and onwards to victory we go. keeping the Earthshock for some nice removal. It's going to be hard for him to move this. He's been doing a lot of card draw early. He's wasted the coin just to do some card draw. So he coined to lose a card and gain 2 cards. Really, he only gained 1. What is this going to be? I suppose we'll have a look first. Oof, this is scary. What if it's Mirror Entity? Well, if it's Mirror Entity, we can just trade fairly well. It makes not that big of a difference. Let's put him on the right here. See if it is Mirror Entity. It is not. It could be one to do with spell power or ice block maybe. He could be a frost mage. Put this bang in the middle here. Bit of a wasted damage because I attacked here first. That's something to note. I could have had 2 more damage on him here, which is definitely a misplay from me. And in a deck like this, it's very important that you make these choices. Similar to Zoo, you can make tiny advantage, like you can make tiny, very little better plays. Like it's barely noticeable, but these tiny advantages that I can take, that I might not take, can win me the game. I have lost once by only having 1 mana short, essentially, of what I needed. What is this? He's just drawing cards all day. If I get Jeeves at some point, oh my god, there he is, as if on cue. There he is. I suppose I can Earthshock one of those, and yeah, why not? Let's just get him out there, draw some cards, and just sort of destroy him. Just destroy him. He is definitely running Ice Block. That is definitely Ice Block. But look at this. We have him down to 3 health. We're drawing cards all day, every day, and we're fine. You know, we're fine right now. He's done nothing in this game. He's done fucking nothing. He's drawn 2 cards, done nothing. So I win. That's how fast this deck can be and how fun it can be. Obviously, I've not won yet. You know, I do have to finish the job. He's going to clean me out a little bit here, but that's okay. If we can get a Crackle, Lightning Bolt, you know, there's many different ways I could do this. And I suppose I just do this to sort of put him to 1 health, which is fine. You know, I could have killed him there with the Knife Juggler, but sadly it whiffed and missed him. Down to 1 health here, we have the Crackle. Obviously I'm not going to finish him here, but oof, he can't run 2 ice blocks at the same time. He's just giving me cards, giving me these finishers. There's the second one. So he's going to need the other ice block right now. There's another kill condition. This is kind of ridiculous. So I definitely don't want to fill the board. You know, I pretty much want to just play as many cards that are going to, you know, put him in the position where he wants to freeze them, but they're not going to have an impact on me. He can't physically stop. Oh, he actually played the ice barrier there, so stopped himself from dying with the ice block and refreshing that. But yeah, he can't stop this. It dies and then comes back and I can do more damage. With this, it's going to give me another card and potentially another kill condition. So it's completely fine that I did that there and got rid of some armor. It just comes down to seeing what I can do. I want to kill that, definitely, before I get rid of this secret. That's for sure. Alright then, so let's see what card we get from killing this. Oh, good. Obviously he had the 2 mana left, that's a shame. Alright, Spell Power Totem maybe? Let's have a look. No luck. Could still do the job. Could still do it. He'd play the Undertaker. We'll just fill the board a little bit. Not too much. Just lower him again. Oh my god, he's down to 1 health. This really hurts me, man. The RNG is hurting me a little bit. We've had 2 opportunities here to have got rid of this ice block already, and he, by literal RNG's sake, has not lost that ice block 2 times in a row. I'm going to hang on to this as long as I can to finish him. And oh, wow, he actually used it. He actually used it. So there's the Flame Strike. He's obviously going to trade and get rid of these, but that means it's probably going to be the Ice Armor, I suppose. It could be like something like a counterspell, but I doubt it. Alright, there's another way to finish him, but of course, it's going to be a... Oh, wow, okay. So we're going to play this, and we'll Lightning Bolt for 4. So there's the armor. No, it's Ice Block. I wonder what that actually is. It must be armor. Right, so he's invincible for 1 turn, so we'll just trade here. And that sort of forces him to play something. I'm going to have 1 damage here on the board, so another potential finisher. But yet again, this guy is on the ropes, and he's looking for these cards. And he's gone through a hell load of his decks, so I feel like he has the cards by now. There's the second ice block. We get through that, and we can deal with him. That's going to be an ice, the ice barrier, so he's going to have 8 health here. The thing is, does it activate when you use a spell? I don't actually know, so I suppose it doesn't matter really. I'm going to have to go through it, see what happens. Ice barrier. And I guess we just fill the board again. Pretty much. Do have the crackle still, remember. And this is definitely a threatening board for him. But he has many freezes. There's going to be another ice sort of frost nova, you know. There could be a blizzard. He's going to be able to stop me for a long time. It's a case of getting through this armor and just waiting it out, which is really annoying, playing against frost mages and whatnot. But yeah, it's nice to be able to try out the deck against this kind of deck. And yeah, he did get very lucky. I am a bit salty that twice now I missed that ice block. You know, I didn't hit the RNG. So I don't know. Maybe the deck's better for you when you have non-shitty RNG like me, right? So is that an ice block, or he's used 2 ice barriers for sure, but I don't remember if he's used two ice blocks. I feel like he hasn't, which makes this feel very, I don't know, you know, can I really pull this off with these freezes? That's 2 Frost Novas. He's going to run at least 1 Blizzard, right? So we'll see what happens, but the longer this game goes on, the scarier it gets. 7 cards left for him, 9 cards for me. Am I going to get the other Jeeves? It would probably be really helpful. That does nothing for me. I don't want to play any cards. I just totem. Gets me quite low here. Do I? No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. So the healing totem's quite nice, I suppose. Keeps some stuff alive, but again, I'm just sort of waiting for him to play his cards and me to top deck the right things. We have used 1 Crackle, we have used at least 1 Lightning Bolt and 1 Rock Biter minimum, but I feel like we might have used 2. So it really comes down to when will he make his play and will I get what I need? We know that he's at least used 2 ice barriers and he's used at least 2 ice blocks. Those things have happened. There's the blizzard. So now logically he shouldn't have any more freezes, which I'm going to be fucking grateful for. But he's quite low now, but he's getting me low as well. You got to remember that. I'm getting quite hurt. Time is running out. But there's not much I can do about it. This is just how Ice Mage goes. Is that a Frostbolt? Stop me from attacking him with a weapon? It must be, but he's reluctant to do it because he has the ice lances as well. It needs to make sure that I'm frozen when it happens. But he must be afraid right now. You know, no Alexstrasza. He's put me quite low. Maybe he's looking to Alexstrasza himself, which would be completely understandable. All right. I suppose it just comes down to going for it. Please be spell power. All right, it is. This could kill him. 6 or 7. 6 or 7. It was ice block. So yeah, there's his ice block gone, and that's like most of his freezes. So I suppose we play cards, and now we just have to get through that armor. We can finish him. There's nothing he can do about it. We have 4 damage here. He has 6 health. I suppose it could have been better if he had gone down to like 1 health. You know, I would have missed the kill and put him lower, but then it would have been an ice block again. Great. So he's got 2 spell powers here, and I think I'm dead. I think I'm actually dead. He's actually out of mana, but it doesn't matter because, you know, he has this, so spells cost 1 less. And he's able to finish me completely. And he's trolling me, I think. Yeah, he has the Ice Lance, doesn't he? Yeah, he is. Looks like he's missed lethal, guys. Oh my god. Except no, he has a... No, fuck you. Fuck you. He's literally got a 0 mana Ice Lance. Don't bullshit me. What a guy. He has both Ice Lances. Yep. That came down to RNG, didn't it? That's a shame. That's a shame. So I lose 2 games there. One, I guess, from not the most powerful opening and not drawing Jeeves. And 1 from essentially just not fucking getting rid of his ice block out the 2 times that I had. It was like a 50% chance, I think, or something like that, to get rid of his ice block 2 times, and I whiffed on both of them. So if you're luckier with an aggro deck like this, you're definitely going to be more successful. You know, there is a lot of RNG in Zoo, and there is definitely RNG in this. And in this this expansion in general, the RNG expansion. There's going to be a lot of that. So if you're luckier than me, you're probably going to find a lot of success. But you can see that this deck is completely viable at rank 8, and I think it could easily get to rank 5. And if I'm luckier, definitely Legend. You know, Legend's not too hard to get to as long as you have a good deck and you learn a deck well. And I've only played, what is it, maybe around 10 games of this, so I definitely aren't the pro at this deck, but I definitely understand how it works. So either way, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that and learned sort of Mulligan and how to play it in general, and hopefully you see a little bit more luck than me in general. Otherwise, guys, I've been Hollow, you've been you. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and remember, you can go ahead and check out the video talking more in depth about the deck and how it's played and the general theme of it, in case you want more info if you've not seen that already. So you can click the link on the screen for that, or you can click the link in the description. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.